Hello and good evening. Welcome to Thursday nights in the book corner for a little bookish chat. I am Beth, and we're here in the Small Home Comforts book corner to say hello to everyone this evening. And I thought we could talk about what we're hoping to read for March. I'm going to share with you my March hopefuls, and I'm hoping that you're going to share with me what you're planning to read this March as well. So if you are here, I would love to say hello to you in the comments. Um, Whoops, I think I pushed the wrong button here. Are we still here? Okay, we're still here. Hello, Ashley. I see you here. Welcome. I'm getting so they just changed this technology on me, and I'm looking for where all of my things are. But if you are here, let me know in the comments. I would love to say hello to you. Let's see here. I'm getting all the things all set. Um, I wish I wish you could have seen me about 3 minutes ago. So when I'm here, like in my corner, I have to pull in like lighting and my table and like all the things. And sometimes it's hard for me to get my legs to go down next to this table. So just about 3 minutes ago, I was like crawling in here so that I didn't knock any of the I didn't knock any of the things down or the lights or anything like that. So I wish you could have seen me kind of like worming my way in here, but I fit. Whoop, and I just I just lost my lighting. See, this is what happens on live video. Um I have ensconced myself in here though, so I can't fix it without you seeing all my knees and everything else trying to get out of here. So the lighting will be a little off tonight. And here I was telling you how I was trying to do all the things. Well, such is life. Such is life, right? Well, we're starting with a bang tonight. I and I'm banging the camera. Woo, okay. Take a breath, Beth. Here we go. I'm going to come over and say hello to everyone. I'm going to take a sip of my tea to kind of calm down here for a minute. I was laughing at myself trying to get into this corner, and now I'm laughing at myself at all my things going on here. So if you're here, let me know in the comment. I'm going to take a sip of tea, and then we'll kind of ease into it, shall we say? All right. All right. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to come over to the comments and say hello to you all. I already said hi to Ashley and hello, Martha, and hello, Marilyn. Good to see you. Megan is here. Hi, Megan. And Mina is here. Hi, Mina. Good to see you. Teresa is here. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. And Barbara is here. Welcome, welcome. Let's see if I have anybody over on Instagram. Last week, I have to apologize, there were a couple people on Instagram and I was streaming on Instagram, but I didn't go over and look at the comments because I just had so many things going on here that I forgot. Karen is here. Karen, you are throwing me with your new handle. But it is nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. Mina said, it's mood lighting. It is indeed mood lighting this evening. Susan is here. Hello, Susan. Good to see you all. We're in candlelight tonight. Shall we just say that? No, I'm kidding. I've got my ring light here. But usually I do some other ambient light over there. It's not, oh well, not going to happen tonight. I pushed it out of the way. All right. So I thought tonight we could talk about our March hopefuls, what we are hoping to read in March. I'm going to share with you some of my books. They are not all physical books, so I brought up some screens to kind of screen share with you as well. So we will get to some of those. But first, should we do the spring book box title announcement? I know most of you are probably on my email list and you probably already know this. But for those of you who are not on my email list, last weekend I announced the spring book title, which I have been so excited to share with you. And for our spring book box, we're going to have The Blue Castle by Ella Montgomery. If you know this book already, I am so excited to get this copy into your hands because it is absolutely gorgeous. And here's the back of it. Isn't it so pretty? And if you are new to the Blue Castle, I can't wait to get it into your hands and say, read it. You're gonna love it. This is a much beloved book, and I put some little hints over on Instagram and Facebook stories last week, and a couple of you guessed it right from my hints. I had some word hints and I had some nonverbal hints. There was just, there was the color blue, and there was a pearl in it, and just, just some little hints, which is kind of fun. This has like a, what do they call it? Um, well, you know what I mean. It's kind of reflective, but it's like a I can't think of the term right now, but this is from Plumleaf Press, and the tagline is "Books to Linger Over," and it's a small publisher, which is just like the cherry on top for me because not I cannot always get a book from a small publisher for my book box, so this was really special. And I'm going to talk more about the Blue Castle. If you are unfamiliar with the Blue Castle, which I know so many of you know it, and it's so beloved. But just a little like synopsis is this is a story about Valancy Sterling, who receives a kind of shocking medical diagnosis, and because of that, she makes some decisions that change the trajectory of her life. And so this kind of tells that story. I am so excited about it. So I'm not going to talk more about it because I'm going to do a whole like spring book box launch. So if you've been here for a couple book boxes, I like to kind of celebrate and do online events to kind of, lift the box up and show it to everybody as I'm getting ready to send it out. So I will be doing that in mid-March, the 19th, I think it is, whatever that Wednesday is. We'll start off on that day. But just kind of a little teaser to show you what the title is for the box. I like to do a title reveal first so you can know what's coming. But of course, everything in the box is a surprise. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited. So anyway, that's that. A little what am I trying to say? Like the title reveal, and I'll put it up on Instagram and Facebook probably tomorrow. But I figured since we are with our cozy group tonight, I wanted to talk to you guys about it first before I like put it out on social media. So Marilyn says she just bought the Blue Castle in January, but it's a gorgeous edition. You can never have enough, right? I've got one up in my blue stack right here. But what I really liked about this one is I searched for a lot of Blue Castle editions, it just in my life in general before I included this in the book box. And I always felt like, there was something lacking, like maybe it didn't really bring out the vibe of the book or the essence of what it was about. But when I saw this one, I was like, that's it. That shows kind of what the whole thing's about. And so I thought it was just so beautiful. So I was so excited to share it with you. Ashley says that she's wanted to read it for so long and it's a beautiful copy. Ashley, will it be your first time? Oh my goodness, you are in for a treat. Barbara says it's a beautiful edition. It really is. I'm so excited about it. Megan is saying the same thing. She's looking forward to reading it. She's listened to the audio, but has been meaning to pick up a physical copy to read. There you go. There you go. You're going to have one there. So, Marilyn says that she needs a coming out of winter box full of surprises. It will be on its way to you, Marilyn, within the month. I am so excited about it. When I announced this via email last week, I sent out a Sunday newsletter, which you can sign up for on my website. The responses I got, I've never had so many responses ever of people telling me how excited they were. So that was very thrilling for me. And so I think it's going to be a lot of fun to read this together, for you to see like what I've paired with it. I'm really excited. So Susan says she loves the Blue Castle, so she's so excited to get that gorgeous edition. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to share it. So more to come on that. But we'll stop from that and start to talk about what we'll read in March, and then we'll do the Blue Castle. We'll of course read the Blue Castle together in April. And it will be on its way to you all on April 1st, whoever is a subscriber. So be sure to get on the wait list, because the wait list people will hear first, and it is limited. I have to do it limited because I'm a one lady show over here. I do have help from my family, but I do most of the things myself. So I can't offer unlimited. So I'll offer you what I can, and hope to welcome you when you're ready. So Mina says that she ordered one of my bookshelf books, and the lovely package, and it made her day. So glad. In my shop, I try to, because these are books that have really been around for a while, and people may have seen them before, but I try to make it really special so that you feel like it has been curated specially for you, just to add a special touch. So I'm so glad that you feel that way, Mina, because that is what I'm trying to do, to bring these books to life and to get them into your hands. So I am so excited to be able to do that for you. Anyway, okay, so shall we get into what I'm hoping to read in March? So there's a couple things going on in March. I know there's March Madness. I mean, Mystery Madness or something like that. March Mystery Madness or something like that. And I am always up for a good mystery. So maybe I will show you a couple mysteries that I'm hoping to read. One I'm going to save to the end because I already started it. So we'll save that mystery for the end. But this is one that I had never heard of before. But not only is it a mystery, but it is also written by by an Irish person. And I think there's kind of like an Irish undertone to it, because some of the characters, like one of the characters' names, the main character is Claire O'Leary, and so that is quite an Irish name. And so I thought, March Mystery Irish, we'll try it out. And this is The Grass Widow. By Ralph McErney. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. A Father Dowling mystery. So I found this at a library book sale in the fall, and this cover just got me. This green just really kind of grabbed my eye, and so it says that this one is a young blonde, Claire O'Leary, comes to see Father Dowling and cheerfully tells him she's hiding out in Fox River, having left her husband, a well-known disc jockey, in nearby Waukegan. He is taken up with another woman and periodically jovially announces over the air that he is trying to let out a contract on his wife. The next day, Claire O'Leary is found dead in her motel bed, strong suspicion of suicide, which Father Dowling cannot believe. And so I thought I'd give that one a try. It sounds like it's just like kind of a northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin setting, which is the area that I am in. So I thought, you know what? It sounds local. It sounds Irish. It's perfect for March and St. Patrick's Day. It's a mystery, so why not give it a try? It's not a very long one. It's kind of short. This was published in, let's see, this is book club edition on the bottom. So this must have been part of a series. Let's see here, published 1983. So yeah, I am looking forward to that one. Don't know anything more about it than what I just shared, but I thought it would be a fun one to do in March. So that is the first one that I have for mystery. And then I'm going to show you, let me see how I can do this here. Hello from Idaho. Hello. I think I'm trying to remember. Was it Denise? Was that your name? Welcome, welcome from Idaho. I'm so glad. Marilyn says that her husband made her reschedule all the appointments in March that conflict with his NCAA March Madness. That is so funny. It's March Madness time. Maybe we should do Maybe I'll have to, well, I don't know if I'm gonna have time because I've got the book box to get out. But wouldn't it be fun to do brackets of books and see what is the book that I liked the most? Maybe you could do that with your own books. Put brackets out there and say, these are the books that I'm hoping to read in March, and then you can get to the last one. This was my favorite in March. So yes, Denise, awesome. Welcome. I'm glad I remembered that. Ashley says, wasn't there a show in the 80s maybe called Father Dowling Mysteries? Are these related? I think I did hear that this was a TV show. Actually, let's look it up really quick and see if it was Father Dowling Mysteries. It says it's an American television series. Um, sure enough, sure enough, it was 1989 is when it first started. So yes, I believe that they are related. It sounds like they are. Good call, Ashley. That's awesome. I'll have to maybe check those out too because I love mystery shows as well. So, okay, the other thing that I wanted, the other mystery that I thought that I would share with you. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Let's see. Think it's this one here. Okay, sorry, I have to share on the screen because I don't have a physical copy because I'm going to listen to the audiobook copy. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that works there. So this is the other mystery that I would like to read, actually listen to this March. And this is Rotten to the Core. This is a Lady Hardcastle mystery. T.E. Kinsey is the author. I've talked about Lady Hardcastle before. Her first one is, I mean, his first one is T.E. Kinsey is a man, is A Quiet Life in the Country. That's the first Lady Hardcastle mystery. And Lady Hardcastle is set in the early 1900s, like the 1910s, going into the 19 teens. And she's kind of a retired I mean, she's Lady Hardcastle, so she has that like aristocratic background, but she kind of wants to retire and go into the country so that she can have a quieter life because she has a past and a background in like espionage, and her faithful companion Flo is always with her, and so together they solve mysteries, and you know, so many things happen in this small little town, and they are the best um, audiobook narrations I've ever heard. The narrator is Elizabeth Nolden, and she does such a fantastic job. And so I need to catch up on these Lady Hardcastle mysteries um, because there's a new one coming out in May, and I haven't caught up with all of the some of the backlisted ones. So I'm on this one, and I'm going to have plenty of time as I'm wrapping and packing spring book boxes to listen to audiobooks. So I'm going to spend it with Lady Hardcastle as she solves mysteries with Flo. So anyway, I am really looking forward to that one as well. I do have one more mystery, but I'm going to save that to the end because that is from my currently reading stack. So we will save that one to the end. But speaking of audiobooks, the other audio that I want to listen to is an old favorite, and I like to read it almost every year because it's just so wonderful in the springtime. And that's The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. Or Hodgson. It's hard to say. Hodgson Burnett. This is the Tasha Tudor illustrated edition. And then I also have another edition. This is one, I think this was a Hallmark illustrated one. Let's see here. I think Yes, Hallmark gift books. But my friend found this for me, and she did her own artwork in the middle because she didn't like what was there. So she made it beautiful for me. So this is an original cover, so to speak, and I treasure it. So I have both of these copies, but I will be listening to the audio version of it because again, I will be busy with my hands this month. And so it's always comforting and lovely to read an old book that I love, you know, just to listen to it again. So that is a springtime one that I plan to get to as well. I think that's going to be so much fun. And the reason, kind of like one of the reasons that I think that it's going to be especially appropriate is because, as you know, I'm reading through some Noel Streatfeild books this year. So one per month. And for March, I picked The Painted Garden. And this is apparently there is a connection between in this story to The Secret Garden. I think that because this is about acting and going to Hollywood, and I think they're maybe in The Secret Garden, like a movie or a play or something. So I'm going to get to that. But I've been talking about this one for probably a couple weeks. I think we went into depth of The Painted Garden last week. So I won't go into any more depth than that. I'm just going to let you know that there was that connection, and that's what I'm going to read for my Streatfeild book for this month. So I am looking forward to that. And then let's see. I have, of course, I have a couple read-alongs, which I'm doing buddy reads with, which I won't tell you again because I talked about it a lot, but I'm still reading Far from the Madding Crowd as well as The City of Bells. And then I'm doing a read through of the first part of Little Women this year. And I think I was going to tell you the chapters that I'm going to read, and then I forgot to mark them. So I think the chapters this month, let me look and see. I think are 7 and oh no, I already read 7. Sorry. 8. I think chapter 8 is what I'm reading. I'm sorry. I meant to write this down. Yeah, it's just chapter 8 this month, which is Joe meets Apollyon. And so that is the chapter of Little Women that I'm, just in case you were following along with me on that. That is the one for March, chapter 8. I think it was 8, 7 and 8 or something like that. But 9 gets into April, so for sure I'm not reading 9. And that's that one. Marilyn says that she's up to chapter 8 of The Painted Garden and loving it. I'm so excited to hear this. I am really looking forward to it. So I was going into it knowing almost nothing, but yes, I am so looking forward to it. So I haven't started it yet. So I'm going to see how it goes. And then, of course, I have to share with you the Victoria magazine for March and April. I wish that the color on this showed it better on the screen, because in person it is perfectly gorgeous, as are all Victoria magazines, right? They're so good. So this Victoria magazine is about Our Hearts Are in Ireland, and I know that they're going to be doing some articles, that's the word I'm looking for, articles on Ireland and such. But look at this. Oh, isn't this so these are just so much fun to peruse and flip through, look at the details. It doesn't come through on the screen so very much, but of course, Victoria Magazine is on my TBR for March. We'll see if I can keep up with all these things. We'll see how many I actually get to. I call them my hopefuls just because I'm hoping to get to them. So the other one that I want to share with you. So March not only is the Mystery Madness, but also middle grade March, which I know so many of you are participating in. And so I thought, not only is this a middle grade book, as well as The Secret Garden, but there is another middle grade book that I have been wanting to get to for ages. So about a year and a half ago, I went on to Jen's Reading Life. She invited me to come on and talk with her. And we talked about books we loved. And then at the end, she recommended books to me and I recommended books to her. And we just had so much fun. That is over on Jen's channel. It was like a year and a half ago, so it was a while ago. But one of the books that she recommended to me was called Family Grandstand. And this one is by Carol Ryrie Brink, who you may remember wrote Caddy Woodlawn. I think that's the one that she's most famous for. But Jen recommended Family Grandstand, and then there's a sequel called Family Sabbatical. And I had that on my list for so long, and finally, right around the holidays, I think right around Christmas, maybe right after Christmas, it was on a Kindle deal, and I had some Kindle credits, and so I downloaded it. I purchased it and downloaded it onto my Kindle. So I'm going to show you. I don't have the physical copy because, like I said, I downloaded it onto my Kindle. But I will share with you on the screen here. I'll share with you the cover. This is Family Grandstand. And this is about a family. Well, so far I started it, and I think I'm like a chapter or two in. And so far it's about this family. The mother is a mystery writer, and the father is, I want to say like a professor or something like that. Anyway, they live in like this college town, and it's they're like way into football, and the in the first chapter, the football star is cutting their grass, cutting their lawn. He's like the lawnmower for them. And it's reminding me a lot of some of Eleanor Estes books, like Pinkie Pie and the Moffats. It just is reminding me of that kind of family feel to the books, and it's a middle grade book. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna read this in middle grade March. And yeah, so I just started that one. It's a new one for me, and I'll have to report back about it. Ashley said that she's reading Family Grandstand too, and The Secret Garden, and Ballet Shoes, but all in different months. We need to sync our schedules. So here's the thing about Family Grandstand, which I wasn't thinking about because I was just like, oh, middle grade, I'm going to read it because I've been waiting to. It is set in the fall. It's set in football time, and when school starts and all that. So I may have picked the wrong month to read it in, but it just seems like such a good book. And Jen's recommendations are usually spot on. And I thought, well, that might work. That might work well. So we'll see. We will see. It's on my Kindle. So if I don't finish it, or if it's not, feeling the right vibe, I may wait until September to read it. But we will see. So Megan says that she's talking about her Victoria magazine came this week, but she hasn't had a chance to flip through yet. It's going to be a treat. It's going to be a treat. Oh, and she says that she has the duo on the TBR shelf, but haven't gotten around to them yet. Yes, that's kind of how I've had it on them for so long. And I like Carol Ryrie Brink's books. I like Caddy Woodlawn. I like Baby Island. Do you guys know Baby Island? Uh, I love being able to just turn around and pull things off my shelf. Baby Island was one of my favorites um, when I was a little girl because it just sounded so fun to be marooned on an island and have to take care of all these babies. But anyway, um, that one I liked. And so I figured, you know what? I'm probably going to like those ones as well. I have been wanting to find her book, Winter Cottage, for a long time, and I haven't found that one yet. So that one is also on my TBR by Carol Ryrie Brink as well. So we shall see. I'll let you know. I will let you know what I think of that one. I'm looking forward to that one. And then very last, I have a D.E. Stevenson, because how can we go through spring without D.E. Stevenson? We cannot. We cannot. So let me see if I can pull it up. I actually have it on an e-reader. Um, and so that is why I'm going to share it on the screen, because I don't have a physical copy of this D.E. Stevenson book, but this is Kate Hardy. There is a group on Instagram who's doing like they're calling it, the hashtag is something like Miss Bunkle book and be Miss Bunkle's book and beyond, or something like that. You can look, it's being hosted by Babs Beloved Books, Sabine's Literary World, and Nikki Loves to Read. This is over on Instagram. And they are reading Kate Hardy in March, and they're inviting everybody to join them. They're calling themselves Desi's, D.E. Stevenson fans. So Desi's. And I thought, I love D.E. Stevenson so much. And so, I have to get in on reading a D.E. Stevenson together. So I have that one on like my e-reader because I didn't have a physical copy. So I have the screen to share. So that is a lot of the things that I am reading this month. We'll see what I can keep up with. Like I said, it's going to be a busy month for me, so I may not get to all the things, but these are my March hopefuls, and we'll see what I get to, and I will be sure to report back on some of those. So I realized that as I was settling in, I didn't share what kind of tea I'm drinking, and tonight I'm drinking. This is my go-to all the time, my absolute favorite, top, tippity top. And this is Bigelow's Earl Grey decaffeinated. I love this one so much. This is my comfort tea. This is my, daily, you know, cozy comfort thing that I love. So and for some reason Bigelow's is just my just I just love the taste of it. I love all the Earl Greys, but for some reason Bigelow's the one that I've been drinking for the longest time, and you can just get it at the grocery store, but I love it. So it's my morning tea usually, even though it's decaf, and even my evening tea. It's my all around all time tea, right? It's so fun to find different flavors, but this is the one I just keep coming back to. So I didn't even share that. Usually we start with what we're drinking and end with what we're reading. But as I was trying to get myself situated here, I guess I skipped that part. So sorry about that. All right, that is everything on my pile here, I think. So why don't we move on to what we are reading now? And I will share one last book with you with what I'm reading now. So if you would like to share what you're reading, let me know in the comments. I would love to share with everybody else. We get some of the best comments from and some of the best book recommendations. So which is my goal here. I love providing a space where we can gather, where we can share book recommendations with each other and discover new ones. So that is the whole reason for us being here, right? Okay, I'm going to take a sip of my Earl Grey Bigelow tea, and then we'll go into what I'm reading and then what you're reading as well. I got a new mug. It's very springish, even though it's not springtime yet. I am ready for spring, and I needed a little. My daughter found that for me and she was like, I think you're going to love this. And I said, I do love that. So I have a new mug. Okay, what I am reading now is a mystery, and it's Agatha Christie's Why Didn't They Ask Evans? Um, you can't go wrong with Agatha Christie. She's just marvelous all the time, all the things. I don't think that I've ever read this one. I watched the on BritBox, I think it is. There's they did like a mini series of Why Didn't They Ask Evans, and I loved it. I thought it was so good and so well done. I don't remember now though who done it, and so I'm excited to read through this one. I just started it, but as it goes with Agatha Christie, I'm already into chapter 7 because she's just so eminently readable, right? You just can flow right through her books, and they're just so plot driven and wonderful. And this is the story of a young man who is out golfing. Obviously, here's the golf ball, and comes across a body that has tumbled off down the side of the cliff. And as he goes down to investigate, he's there with one other person that he's playing golf with, and they go down to investigate. And while the one man goes for help, the young man stays there and kind of sits with him with the body. The man actually hadn't died yet, and so he was like kind of like unconscious. He regains consciousness and says, why didn't they ask Evans? And then dies. And so this young man is kind of like, "Whoa, that was weird. Like, what happened?" And so it kind of goes from there. They think, did this happen accidentally? What was, all these things. And obviously, because it's an Agatha Christie book, I think we're going to find out it wasn't an accident, but we shall see. Because, like I said, I don't remember the ending. So um, I am looking forward to that. And I just loved this cover too. I thought that was so fun. So I'm sure I will read that in no time, because once you get started with an Agatha Christie, it is hard to put down if you're anything like me. So all right. I am gonna come over to the comments. I'm just checking on Instagram just to make sure. I felt so bad last week that I missed people on Instagram. So, okay. Denise is finishing up Emma. Oh, love Emma. And then she's going to start The Secret Garden. See, it's the time of year for Secret Garden. Such a comforting read. So perfect for this time of year. Rereading is just amazing. Oh, Megan is drinking Bengal spice tea. Sorry, I didn't start with this. I should have. Teresa is reading Pollyanna by Eleanor H. Porter. Pollyanna, such a beloved one. The Starlight Barking by Dodie Smith, and The Penderwicks by Jean Birdsall. The Starlight Barking. So Dodie Smith wrote 101 Dalmatians, right? Is this 101 Dalmatians under a different title, or is it like a sequel? It's like the Twilight Bark, right? From the movie. I don't think I've ever read the book, but I think Jody Smith wrote that one, right? Am I right about that? You have to tell me, Teresa, if I'm right. Ashley is reading The Nine Moons of Han Yu and Luli by Karina Jan Glazer, the author of the Vanderbeeker series. I heard about this one. We love the Vanderbeekers over here. And I heard this is like a dual timeline one. That one sounds really good. And anyway, I like Karina Jan Glazer's book. So I will have to check that one out too. That's perfect for middle grade March. I love it. Megan is slow reading David Copperfield, listening to Anne of Windy Poplars, and also reading The Beautiful Snow and Miracles on Maple Hill. I have heard such good things about Miracles on Maple Hill, and I have yet to read it, but it has been on my TBR, I think, for like 2 years at this point. The Beautiful Snow, that one about the great snow, the long winter, that by Laura Ingalls Wilder. This is like a nonfiction account of that winter in that area. And I remember, I didn't read the whole thing, but I remember perusing through this book and gaining like little tidbits of information that were fascinating. The beautiful snow. I can't remember the author right now, but I remember the cover of that. Marilyn said she just finished Max and the House of Spies and Max and the Land of Spies, and also starting the 16th Maisie Dobbs book. Marilyn, you are blowing through those Maisie Dobbs books. I still haven't picked up number 3. I think I never got to it. We talked about it the last time. Max and the House of Spies and Max and the Land of Spies. Is that the like official read for middle grade March? I know that I think it's Krista from Books and Jams. She's one of the hosts of Middle Grade March, and I can't remember the other two. But I know they had like a group read that they were doing, and that's sounding familiar. Martha says that she's reading book 2 in the Emily series, Emily Climbs by Ella Montgomery. Ella Montgomery is the best. I haven't read the Emily series in years. I bet a revisit to that must be lovely. It's been a long time since I read Emily, but I did love that one as well. Susan is reading Testament of Trust by Faith Baldwin and The Day of Small Things by O. Douglas. I don't know the first one, but the second one I have been seeing a lot. I think a couple people are reading this one. O. Douglas, when we all read for the Cozy Reader Book Club in January, that Penny Plain, I think we all just got bit by the O. Douglas bug, right? This one, I just so enjoyed O. Douglas in my first foray into her works that I need to put this O. Douglas on my list as well, because um, She just thinks she just her writing was just so beautiful. Martha says that the Agatha Christie book cover is perfect for March. It really is, right? Isn't that green perfect? This is a isn't this fun? One of my daughters made this for me. It's a bookmark she made. She made a tea bag bookmark. So I'm using that in my book. But so perfect for March, right? So I've got this one, and then this one has kind of like a little bit of green on there. And then this one, there's green on this one as well. And then look at this, Little Women has green on it. And of course, the Victoria magazine is green as well. Oh, I'm just noticing all that now. Thank you for pointing that out, Martha, because that is just so fun. Oh, such a perfect green, right? Marilyn says that her book club is doing what she thinks is a YA book, The Agathas. We'll start that later this month. I don't know this one. The Agathas? Hmm. Sounds interesting. Does it have to do with Agatha Christie or is it something totally different? Karen is reading Agatha Christie too, The Moving Finger, and also C.S. Lewis Miracles. Ah, I think Agatha Christie is just a perennial favorite, right? Oh, Teresa says that this is the sequel. Okay, so that is the sequel to, oh wait, what did I do here? I lost it. To the 101 Dalmatians. So The Twilight Barking by Dodie Smith is the sequel to 101 Dalmatians. Yes, she wrote 101 so Dodie Smith wrote that one as well. Oh, and Megan says Cindy Wilson is the author of The Beautiful Snow. That's the one that I can't remember. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Marilyn says it was 1965. Excuse me, when she read the Emily series. So fond memories of that too, Marilyn. It's been so long. Emily was a good one. I feel like I am forgetting a lot of the details. So it would be almost like, I remember like the big things of Emily, and the setting and everything and the characters, but I don't remember some of the details. I would like to read again. Excuse me, I need to take a sip here. Mina says that she read Olivetti. I haven't read Olivetti, but the cover of that one is beautiful. And a couple of the others for middle grade March. She wants to read some mysteries, but needs to see what's available on Libby. Look for the Lady Hardcastle series. They're fantastic, Mina. Lady Hardcastle is so good. Start with A Quiet Life in the Country. That's the first one. And then I think it kind of goes through the years with them. I don't know if you have to read them in order, but I did. They're so good. They're so good. Such lovely characters, gorgeous setting. It's just, countryside setting, small town, just so lovely. Barbara is reading The Little Gray Men by what's the name? BB something. I can't remember something. Is it just BB? Is that the name of the author? Gaining Ground by Joan Barfoot. The Warden by Anthony Trollope. I've heard good things for that one. And for a touch of Irish, she wants to revisit Foster by Claire Keegan. So a little bit of Irish, right, for this month. See here, even Mina is saying, some three-leaf clovers here for us. And Barbara says that The Moving Finger is one of her favorite Christies. So, Karen, hopefully you are enjoying that as well. All right, I'm going to double check Instagram to make sure that I'm not missing anything over here. I think that is all. Very good. We have so many books to look forward to this month. I'm really looking forward to hearing back from you guys. Um, Oh, Marilyn says she's reading The Bertrams by Anthony Trollope. So another Anthony Trollope book going on over here. I have yet to read any of his. I have them on my list, but haven't gotten there. There's so many books and so little time, right? I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get through all of these books this month, but I'm certainly going to try because I'm looking forward to them. So anyway, all right. I think that we have come to the end of our list and another wonderful evening here in the book corner. So thank you for joining me. It's always such a pleasure to have you here. And I have so much fun. I look forward to it every week. So I'm glad to have you. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I will be seeing you again soon. Good night, all.